Clint Eastwood's life has always seemed larger than the screen, a story of grit, talent, and reinvention. Born in 1930 in San Francisco, he grew up during the Great Depression and developed a work ethic that would carry him through decades of fame. His early years were humble, marked by hard work and a quiet determination. After serving in the U.S. Army during the Korean War, Eastwood drifted into acting, starting with small roles that would eventually lead to global stardom. Over time, he became not only an iconic actor, but also a respected director, producer, and composer. Even in his 90s, Eastwood remains a figure of enduring influence. In a rare moment of candid reflection, he recently shared his unfiltered thoughts about longtime friend and fellow actor James Garner, revealing a complex blend of admiration, rivalry, and deep respect that few have ever heard before. Early life and the making of a screen persona. Clint Eastwood was born Clinton Eastwood Jr. on May 31st, 1930, in San Francisco, California. The Great Depression shaped his childhood, instilling resilience and self-reliance. Though he initially showed interest in athletics and drawing, his path changed dramatically after military service. Following a stint in the U.S. Army during the Korean War, Eastwood began appearing in minor film roles, a modest beginning that foreshadowed an extraordinary career. His early work was not immediately celebrated. Instead, his rise was gradual, built on steady effort and persistence. Yet the qualities that defined his later success, stoicism, intensity, and a quiet confidence, began to emerge early on. Those traits would eventually become his signature, distinguishing him in a Hollywood filled with louder personalities. Eastwood's early experiences taught him the value of hard work, humility, and self-discipline, qualities that would define both his career and his private life. The Man with No Name, spaghetti western fame. Eastwood's breakthrough came in Sergio Leone's groundbreaking spaghetti western trilogy, In a Fistful of Dollars, 1964, For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966, he became the legendary Man with No Name. These films transformed the Western genre by blending gritty realism with mythic storytelling. Eastwood's performance was minimalist, few words, a cold stare, and a presence that seemed to dominate every frame. His character's silence and calm intensity became a new kind of hero, one who was not charming, not talkative, but undeniably magnetic. The trilogy made him a global star and turned the Western into a modern cinematic phenomenon. Audiences were drawn to his understated charisma and the moral ambiguity of his characters. Eastwood didn't just act in these films, he redefined what a Western protagonist could be, creating a legacy that would influence generations of filmmakers. Dirty Harry and the Rise of a New American Icon. After his Western success, Eastwood became equally famous for another character, Harry Callahan, the tough, uncompromising detective in Dirty Harry, 1971. The film's most famous line, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" became a cultural touchstone, symbolizing a new era of American masculinity. Dirty Harry was not a clean-cut hero. He was complex, conflicted, and willing to cross lines in pursuit of justice. This role solidified Eastwood's image as the embodiment of rugged individualism, a man who challenged authority while demanding order. During a time of social unrest in America, audiences responded to his raw energy and moral ambiguity. Eastwood's performance captured the tension between personal ethics and societal rules, making the character both controversial and unforgettable. Through Harry Callahan, Eastwood explored the darker side of justice and the human cost of power, creating a film series that remains one of Hollywood's most influential and debated franchises. A filmmaker emerges. Directing and creative control, Eastwood's talents extended far beyond acting. In 1971, he directed his first film, Play Misty for Me, a psychological thriller that showcased his ability to build tension through pacing and character. This marked the beginning of a new chapter, Eastwood as a director. Over the years, he directed a wide range of films, from war epics like Flags of Our Fathers, 2006, to intimate dramas such as Million Dollar Baby, 2004, and Gran Torino, 2008. His style is known for simplicity and efficiency. He avoids flashy techniques and instead focuses on natural performances and clear storytelling. Eastwood also composed music for many of his films, further proving his artistic versatility. His direction earned him multiple Academy Awards, including Best Director and Best Picture. Through his films, Eastwood explored universal themes like redemption, mortality, and the human condition, becoming not just a star, but a visionary filmmaker whose influence continues to shape modern cinema. Late career return, The Mule and Beyond. In 2018, Eastwood returned to acting in The Mule, a film he directed and starred in after a 6-year acting hiatus. The story, inspired by real-life veteran Leo Sharp, follows an elderly man who becomes a drug courier for the Sinaloa cartel. The film is a study of aging, regret, and moral consequence, classic Eastwood themes. It was his first starring role in a self-directed film since Gran Torino, 2008, and it reminded audiences why his screen presence remains powerful even in his later years. Eastwood's performance was restrained yet intense, and his direction kept the story grounded in realism. The film was praised for its emotional depth, combining suspense with quiet reflection on family and redemption. It served as a reminder that Eastwood's greatest strength is his ability to portray flawed, human characters whose lives are defined by choices and consequences. Richard Jewell and Cry Macho. Modern stories, classic style. Eastwood continued directing with Richard Jewell, 2019, a biographical drama about a security guard wrongly accused of bombing at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. The film examined media sensationalism and public perception while focusing on a man caught in the whirlwind of public judgment. Eastwood's direction was praised for its meticulous attention to detail and emotional depth, with standout performances that brought the story to life. In 2021, he released Cray Macho, a neo-Western adaptation of a 1975 novel. The film followed a former rodeo star tasked with returning a young boy to his family. While it received mixed reviews and underperformed commercially, it still reflected Eastwood's enduring interest in themes of masculinity, mentorship, and redemption. Even in his 90s, Eastwood continued to make films that favored human dignity over spectacle, proving that his creative drive remained as strong as ever. A complicated personal life, marriage, family, and privacy. Eastwood's personal life has been as complex as his film characters. He married Maggie Johnson in 1953, and they had 2 children, Kyle, born 1968, and Allison, born 1972. The marriage lasted for decades but ended in divorce in 1984. The settlement reportedly awarded Johnson $25 to $30 million, reflecting Eastwood's significant wealth. During this time, Eastwood maintained relationships outside the marriage, including a long-term partnership with Roxanne Tunis, 1959 to 1973, with whom he had a daughter, Kimber, born 1964. Later, he lived with actress Sandra Locke for 14 years, a relationship that produced both professional collaborations and intense public scrutiny. Eastwood's private life was marked by both love and controversy, yet he remained committed to maintaining privacy amid relentless media attention. Fatherhood across generations, 8 children, 6 women. Eastwood fathered 8 children with 6 different women, a fact he has rarely confirmed publicly. His relationships included unpublicized affairs, long-term partnerships, and later marriages. With flight attendant Jasleen Reeves, he had 2 children, Scott, born 1986, and Catherine, born 1988. Scott later became a prominent actor, continuing the family's Hollywood legacy. After his separation from Sandra Locke, Eastwood began a relationship with actress Frances Fisher, resulting in daughter Francesca, born 1993. He later married Dana Ruiz in 1996, and they had a daughter, Morgan, born 1996. The marriage ended in divorce in 2014. Despite public speculation, Eastwood has always kept his family life largely private, allowing his work to remain the primary focus of his public identity. Clint Eastwood's unvarnished truth about James Garner. At 95, Eastwood opened up about longtime friend and fellow actor James Garner, revealing a mix of admiration and professional tension. Eastwood described Garner as charming, talented, and effortlessly relatable, someone who could connect with audiences as if he were a neighbor rather than a movie star. He praised Garner's intelligence, wit, and humility, noting that rare combination of capability and unpretentiousness. Eastwood admitted that they were not always on the same page, but insisted that such friction is part of filmmaking's creative magic. He recalled moments when Garner's professionalism and quick instincts saved scenes, highlighting his ability to understand what a moment needed before anyone else did. Beyond craft, Eastwood emphasized Garner's generosity, loyalty, and humor, describing him as the kind of person you could always rely on, an increasingly rare quality in Hollywood. Outro, legacy, respect, and the truth behind the screen. Eastwood's reflections on James Garner reveal a deeper truth about his own life, that success in Hollywood does not erase humanity. At 95, Eastwood still values integrity, talent, and genuine friendship, qualities he recognizes in Garner. His candid remarks offer a rare glimpse into the emotional truth behind decades of fame, rivalry, and collaboration. Eastwood's own legacy, built through westerns, thrillers, and intimate dramas, remains unmatched, but his tribute to Garner proves that he never forgot the people who helped shape his career. In the end, Eastwood's story is not just about film or fame, it's about the relationships and choices that define a life. His final words on Garner serve as both tribute and revelation, reminding audiences that even Hollywood icons are, at heart, ordinary men capable of extraordinary respect.